being so thoughtless. Shame on you.
Who are you talking about?
Who do you think? Plants. The gifts from nature that surround you, of course. You don't even notice them. But if they hadn't found a way, you'd surely have noticed their absence.
Sorry, I'll be more careful and try not to trample any of them.
Thank you. Just because you don't understand them doesn't mean they don't have feelings.
So, you really think plants have feelings?
You don't even notice them. But if they hadn't found a way, you'd surely have noticed their absence.
Found what way?
To survive the pollution we forced upon them. You're such an ignoramus, like most people. He'll be going soon. Don't worry.
The pollution?
Yeah, the chemicals we, people, dropped on them. The chemicals we polluted the soil with.
That's why nothing grows in the earth?
You're not from the city, are you? Yes. The soil is so polluted that nothing can grow in it.
And when you think about it, it is impressive how nature always, finds a way.
It is. It is impressive indeed. People have tried different things. We lacked food, it caused chaos. Starvation brings the worst out in people. But the plants, they're so much better than people. When we were killing each other for the last of the supplies, plants went to seed and just started growing where they could. In a way, nature took back what was taken from her.
Why rooftops?
The soil on the roofs was purer. Must have been the rain that diluted and washed away the chemicals. It rained more frequently back then, but now, when there's less rain, they're going to have to make tough choices again.
What do you mean?
See these crops? Corn, cucumbers, wheat. They need more water than they're getting. We're doing our best to irrigate them, but it's not easy when our own supplies are dwindling. So, less water-demanding species are taking over. Tomatoes, beans, squash. But that creates another problem.
What's that?
They establish deep root systems which can start damaging the structures of buildings. Obviously, that would directly impact our own survival.
So, think it's gonna be us or them?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be them.
There's no way he'll believe me, and I'll look like an asshole.
Why?
Why what?
Why will you look like an asshole?
Oh, because my new supplier, Edgar, has turned out to be a man of his word, which is very rare these days. And I can't screw up our first transaction. I just can't. And it's all because earlier I accidentally kicked the table leg so hard that I could barely stand. Forget about walking.
Let me guess. You'd like me to run an errand for you?
Well, yes. Precisely. Run. And fast. You'd save my ass. And my business.
Well, running is one of my specialties.
Oh, thanks, Aiden.
Don't thank me just yet. Where do you want me to run?
I promised Edgar that if he brought me flour, I would exchange it for crow's eggs. Don't laugh. No bullshit. Seriously. The flour arrived as promised, but without you, he won't get the eggs. And he'll think I've swindled him. Won't even give me the chance to explain my injuries either. Can't say that I'd blame him. I wouldn't trust me either. But I know where the nests are. I can mark their locations for you.
And what is he gonna do with crow eggs? Those birds will eat anything, so I imagine their eggs taste like crap.
He wants to make a tree cake for his wife. It's a special cake that you turn on a spit, like lamb, so the heat burns out any impurities in the ingredients. He's angered his wife and wants to apologize to her. She occasionally mentions a tree cake that her grandmother once made. They say it's delicious. Then, will you save my business and Edgar's marriage?
I'll give it a shot. How many crow eggs does he need?
The more the better. Apparently, there are 40 eggs in the original recipe. Of course, those were chicken eggs. Who would eat crow eggs back then, right? Anyway, it's important he gets those eggs, so I don't lose his trust. Trust is priceless. It would be for anyone, right? I thank you in advance. Only Aiden, you know how fragile eggs are. You don't handle them carefully and, well, the yoke's on you. Time to go on an egg. You got the eggs? Wonderful. And they're all intact. My God, you're a genius, Aiden. Anyway, if you feel like helping again, you can always hunt for more eggs. Basket is on the table.
Don't trust anyone?
That too. But there's an even more reliable adage. You're slow, you're dead. A Nightrunner told me that years ago. And damn, he was right.
You knew a Nightrunner?
Yeah, dated him even. But we split up. I couldn't keep up with him. Get it?
Well, shit happens.
I mean, have you ever seen a vigilante and a pumpkin farmer form a healthy relationship? Anyway, you're this pilgrim that just came to town, aren't you? I heard that you're a hell of a runner and a climber.
Ooh, guilty, Your Honor.
Well, maybe you can make use of this thing my boyfriend left at my house. A Nightrunner's journal. It's got a map of the Nightrunner's lethal challenge. He designed it. Man, was he proud. Most just couldn't hack it, breaking their arms and legs all the time. Nothing made the fucker happier.
I'm guessing he was the course champion?
Obviously. And I'm guessing you'd never do half as good as him. But if you look over his sketches, you could certainly learn a lot. He had some badass moves and he documented them all.
So, you're just giving me the journal?
You can have it, but only if you have the guts to challenge and beat the track yourself.
I don't believe it. My boyfriend would be so pissed off.
I'm thrilled, though. Would love to see you break that record again. Anyway, as promised, here's my boyfriend Anton's old journal. Use it wisely.
$55 minus 8, that's 48. Damn. 47.
Wait, what? 55 minus 8 is 47.
Oh, a smart aleck, are ya? Well, for me, that's 1 jar less, so there you friggin' go. No need to be so pleased with yourself.
You need more jars?
There are no more jars, wise ass. Why do you think I'm sulking over the 8 I lost? The problem with people is that they take things for granted. Things like glass. It's been around for ages, made from a naturally abundant material. Sand. Sand! Add soda ash and limestone, and presto. You have glass. Friggin' simple as that.
Not anymore, it isn't.
You bet. Not with the industry dead and transportation between settlements non-existent.
So, I guess you can't afford to break any more jars.
And that's exactly what my boys have been excelling at lately. Look, I know it's not easy to clamber around the city with jam on your back, but I mean, there has to be someone who can do it without falling and breaking a jar. Or am I asking too much?
It depends on who you ask.
Well, I'll be damned. You're cocky, and you got balls. Jars on the table if you're ready for the challenge. Go ahead and grab the...
I delivered your precious jars.
That was neat. And I mean that literally. Come back if you're ever of a mind to help me out again.
Everything can be blue. Not everything has to be the same. The world is made up of myriad different colors. Even a world like this.
You have a very colorful philosophy.
And yet, I don't have the dyes to match it. I can, however, make beautiful clothes. I'm really quite good at it. Want me to show you? Come here. I only have blue fabric because this cloth is meant to become uniforms. I can create whole worlds out of fabric, but only a blue world. Now, how would a uniformly blue world make you feel?
So you're a seamstress. What do you make?
Bears. Toys for children. But adults sometimes want to have a teddy bear too now. Perhaps you'd like to have one.
Well, I don't know.
Blue is so noble. And I have come to hate it. Tell me, would you be willing to help me with something?
Do dyes other than blue still exist?
Well, certainly. But only a concoction of crushed berries will do. And ordinary paints. Unlikely.
Okay, how would I get some for you?
The military had a supply used to create secret markings. But then everything ceased to be secret and... well, you know the rest.
So many things fell by the wayside.
Many colors of dye can be found all over, actually. People have told me they've seen containers, but in places too high or too dangerous to reach. I have a map that shows where.
I'll bring him to you.
Well, thank you. But you have to hurry. Some containers have been left in the open too long in the sun, and the dye will be ruined.
Okay, got it.
Please, hurry.
I keep telling everyone we should be getting ready for winter.
Go ahead and get the...
Here's what I found.
Oh, I adore you. If you ever wanted a teddy bear or a rabbit or a zebra, would you like a zebra? Just say so and I will make you one for free.
That's a generous offer.
Well, apparently more dyes have been spotted in other districts. If you have some extra time.
Fuck, Amir. What am I gonna do without you? And what are they gonna do?
Golly, a Birdman.
Problems?
Oh, yeah. Big ones. Did you know Amir? A skinny, always grinning teenager? He's dead. I know it's not unusual these days, in a bad way, but I thought this particular boy was classically immortal. And then... will you help me?
With what? Something Amir used to do?
Yes. He handed out field reports to cadets for their survival training.
What happened to him?
Routine tends to make one inattentive. This boy had been running and jumping across rooftops like a gazelle, forever. And then he missed a step. Just once.
Survival training?
Cadets must spend the night outside the security zones, beginning on their own. To keep from exposing them to unnecessary danger, we collect data from our patrols. Amir would deliver these field reports to the cadets. Will you do this in his stead?
I'll do my best.
Thank you, Aiden. The main thing is not to mix up the order, or else the cadets could get into trouble. Drop it in their lockers on your way. They'll check in later. Check the route and distribution sequence on the table. Then hurry. They must receive the most up-to-date field information possible. Godspeed, Aiden.
Knowledge without wisdom is a load.
All right, I delivered the field reports. Your beloved cadets should be safe.
Thank you for being so reliable. Here, you know what? I got this old map of the city one of my students found on the field. Maybe this will help you get around.
Thanks. My name's Wash.
Aiden.
How noble of you, saving an enemy.
You're not my enemy.
But now we're on, what's the phrase, opposite sides of the barricades?
We're on the same side when the infected are involved. What are you doing here?
I'm afraid that's top secret.
So you're a spy. Should I warn the locals about you?
All right, I'll tell you. It's a secret, just not a military secret. I was supposed to meet a girl here, from the bazaar.
Don't see anyone here. Looks like she stood you up.
This wasn't a date. We wanted to leave the city, get beyond the walls.
It's not that easy.
We would find a way.
Why do you want to leave?
Chloe's had enough of there being shortages of everything at the bazaar, especially water.
But the bazaar has water now.
Chloe doesn't know that yet. She lives outside the bazaar.
We just go to her and check.
I will. And can I ask you a favor, to save time? I'll go to Chloe's place. Can you go to her friend Liz's? Chloe's always over there. She lives at 25 Wuthering Mews, 3rd floor, above the old vegetarian restaurant. It's near the clinic.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. Let me know over the radio when you get there.
That was your time. Fuck you. Here I come. Prepare to die. I've got it.
Damn it. The infected made it inside. I'm looking for Chloe.
What for? She's not here.
Wash. Chloe's not here.
She's not at home either. Aiden, she must be at Liz's. Don't know where else she could be.
So you going somewhere?
None of your business. Chloe's gone. Like, gone. Got it? Tell Wash to just forget about her. Chloe's left without him.
Left? Or about to leave with you, I gather.
Maybe.
Why leave? There's water again.
Yesterday they were fighting over water. Tomorrow it'll be another thing. Blood's always flowing here. We've had enough. We want to try somewhere else.
We, that is you and Chloe. So what about Wash?
Wash? He was just our ticket out, that's all. Now he can fuck off.
There was nothing I could do, Chloe.
Wash?
Chloe,
Wait, so that's Chloe?
I'm a grunt. No one told me what was gonna happen. Please, don't leave without me. Let me go with you, the three of us.
Liz won't agree.
So convince her. Aiden, come on, say something, please. You've been outside, you know how things are beyond the walls.
Wash is right, Chloe. Only the three of you together stand any chance of surviving.
Liz won't agree. He's a peacekeeper.
Not anymore. He wants to desert. For you. I think that means something, don't you?
I know you don't want me, but I want to defend you, that's all.
Fine. The three of us will go. Liz is taking care of some last business at the bazaar. She'll be here soon. I'll finish packing for her.
We can wait here for her.
I'll leave you alone. Be careful outside the walls.
I'm glad you changed your mind.
Just don't make me regret this.
What the hell? Having a stroke or something?
No, bud. I'm trying to attract birds of prey.
What the hell kind of sound are you making?
It's the sound of a distressed rabbit. When I was a hunter, I'd make this sound to lure out wolves, lions, eagles. Any predator might fancy a bit of rabbit for dinner.
Won't do you much good these days. There aren't many animals left.
For now. Do you know why that is?
The virus?
Indirectly. Animals didn't become infected the way people did, but the virus did disrupt the food chain. Panicked humans, worried about running out of food, killed and ate pretty much everything they could, with no thought to the future.
They devastated the populations of the usual game. Rabbits, chicken, turkeys and such, then mice and rats and parakeets, anything that couldn't escape. Food became scarce for the larger predators like wolves and hawks. Eventually they starved or left to search for food elsewhere. And thus did the animals disappear, especially in urban areas with high concentrations of voracious humans. Forget about the infected.
Can animals return to stay, though? The world's still in pretty bad shape.
True. But I stand here screeching like a lunatic in hopes they can return. When they do, they will need help.
What kind of help will they need?
Mating pairs must be found, be they hawks or rabbits. And they must be bred like man has done throughout time. There are plenty of men and women who would protect man's future by protecting the animals of this earth. Were I to find a nesting pair of birds or a rabbit with kittens, I would guard them with my life.
You sound more like a farmer than a hunter.
Oh, I assure you, I still hunt. Crow, since they're so plentiful. Infected for sport. And anyone who tried to fuck with my animals. Here, take this. Hopefully you'll help the animals return as well.
Thanks. You really got me thinking.
Looking to you that way.
Are you guys okay?
Maybe you can help us. Help save our marriage.
How about you just don't argue?
You're right. We'll stop immediately. We love each other too much for that nonsense.
Far too much.
But without garlic?
And no sardines.
So, you can only make up with each other over sardines and garlic. Seriously?
Oh, yes?
All right, where can I find garlic and sardines?
You see? It's like I told you. There are still good people in the world.
I have to think where the sardines are. Give me a moment.
But wild garlic grows here and there on the city's tallest buildings.
So, where are these sardines again?
That's right. There was a convoy. 4 trucks filled of the best sardines money could buy.
But they crashed. It was horrible. Precious cans scattered all over the place. Horrible.
But I still don't know where to find them.
Give me a minute.
Oh, you'll never remember. I'll tell him. Like I said, they're scattered all over the neighborhood, and don't you sigh at me, mister.
Okay. Don't kill each other before I get back.
Us? Why would you say such a thing?
We speak only the gentlest poetry to each other.
Poetry? More like sea shanties coming from you.
Just keep calm and stay put. I'll find your sardines.
I'll try. Grab the basket when you're ready. I'll mark the spots where the sardines are for you.
Oh, wow. You haven't killed each other. Here are your sardines.
You're wonderful, our savior.
Don't go overboard. He just brought us some sardines.
So, do you roast the garlic first, or do you eat it raw with the sardines?
Is this all you could find? We'll hardly be able to make up properly with this little. Can you bring us more? Pretty please?
You guys never stop, do you?